and restore fairness in our community. Thank you.
In mid-2021, the United Nations Refugee Agency, UNHCR, was reporting more than 84 million people had been forcibly displaced worldwide. Early this year, that number jumped dramatically as the humanitarian crisis in Ukraine saw more than 5 million refugees flee the country. Amid the developing humanitarian crisis, these Australian citizens are among those questioning why Australia persists with policies that shut out asylum seekers.
Refugees in, Morrison out.
Melbourne CBD protest, one of many organised by the Unity for Refugees, endorsed by the Victorian Trades Hall Council. It aims to highlight the Morrison government's treatment of refugees.
And this is an opportunity for people to gather, to speak out and to take the message back into the union movement that Scott Morrison is the enemy of workers and he's the enemy of refugees. Some people have lived here 10 years or more on temporary visas and have raised children, and what we're saying is that the next government, and hopefully that will be a Labour government, will abolish that indecision, will actually give people permanent visas.
With the relentless growth of humanitarian crises around the world and the historical numbers of refugees, how do Australian parties and candidates intend to improve the country's international policies on refugees and human rights on this election?
Refugee policies have been atrocious. There's bipartisan cruelty here in Australia.
Well, there's not really any logical justification for the way that the government's treating refugees and people seeking asylum.
I escaped from Iran and looking for a safety place, and I came to Australia. 3 to 6 months maximum in detention center, but they kept me about 2.5 years. I don't know what's happening. I don't know anything about my future. I don't know anything about tomorrow.
Alana Ferreira, Mojo News.